Oreo situation going down. I think
they're called Oreos.
Uh-ohs. I think we're live. Let me drop the opening. And
welcome back
come
to the
on!
strange situation. Lifestyles
Make sure you
of a
subscribe.
locked
Make
and
sure
loaded.
you thumbs up. Ring the bell so you could be notified on. Let's see, jazz hands. We're back. I'm alive. I made it. Come on, Walter. Let's see some jazz hands. I hope you got your big girl panties on. It's Tuesday. We missed Free for All Monday because yesterday I was just too darn tired. I got back here in the morning. I think I got home like around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was tired by the time I went to sleep and woke up. So here we are. This is episode 448 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Coming to you live from Gainesville, all Florida. We got Babyface P in the house. There he goes. We got Walter Face P also in the house. Walter Killer Keller is here with some kind of Ruger mag.
High capacity Keller here. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's your thing?
High capacity
remember
Keller.
that one.
Yeah.
High capacity Keller is in here. The show tonight's brought to you by Harry's Holsters, maker of fine Kydex holsters that I use, Babyface P uses. Walter only uses 2 kinds of holsters. One, the prison holster.
Prison wallet.
I knew that was coming.
And 2, his pocket. So
Okay. Yeah, put it in your pocket.
we got to get a pocket holster for Walter. Yeah. Oh, what are you showing off, Walt?
A really cheap canteen cup, laser engraved with the logo on it.
Getting that laser engraver all hot and fired up.
Yeah. Now it goes from being cheap and to being priceless. Priceless.
Oh, okay. Priceless.
Priceless.
Okay. Yeah, it's priceless now. Okay, so yeah, let's see. The episode tonight's going to be Trump administration planning mobile app, yes, an iPhone or an Android app for you to facilitate private gun sales to do the background check.
No.
Yes, I say no. I say not 1 inch. We'll find out what Patrick, I don't know if you have an opinion on that.
Of course
I'm
not.
assuming you're saying
There's a really interesting read. We'll get into it later. About law-abiding citizens and gun laws in the Fifth Amendment. I want to talk about it later, though.
Oh, okay, all right. So you gonna have a link or something for us? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. I sent it to somebody on Instagram recently.
Oh, okay, cool. See, Patrick likes to find
Richard Hughes. He's a prison wallet guy too. It looks like.
Yeah, Richard. You know what, Richard? A dude who goes to the range in flip flops. He's a prison wallet guy, for sure. Richard will take his flip-flops into prison in the prison wallet. I guarantee you that. So I'm back. I'm going to talk about my adventures last week. I want to catch up with Walter and Babyface first, of course. First of all, you guys want to... Maybe we should shout out the folks out there. As everyone's coming in, I know we haven't been here for like a week. Maybe actually a little bit more than that. So everyone that's here, please smash the thumbs up. So we appreciate that. If you are not subscribed, subscribe. Ring the bell there so you can be notified every time we go live. Also, share this video out somewhere. Let people know that we're back. We're live. We're here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about as well.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy to do that. Walter, if you want to do shout-outs, I'll go down. Chris Williams, who I actually met while I was in South Carolina with his beautiful wife, Corey. I actually met them for like 5 seconds. All my fault. Because do you know that PSA, right, Palmetto State Armory, has 6 shops in South Carolina? 6?
Holy yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they're all big, like Cabela's size stores, by the way.
That's pretty cool. Do they have most of the things you could get from them?
Yes.
Like, do they have a big back? It's like Sam's Club with a front counter where you can order guns.
Let me explain something to you. If they put one of those stores here, you're spending all your money over there.
Jesus, yeah, I wish.
They have
Give us a Central Florida one that I can go to.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you guys have 6 over here and then none anywhere else? But they have everything, all the gun parts you would need. They're going to be doing a thing where you could go there and build your gun. They've got all the gun parts, all the other stuff that we all get into. They've got a ton of guns over there. I saw a Hudson H9 I almost bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was like $7.99 or something like that.
No.
I want that $4.99 deal that they are $5.20.
You're not getting that ever again.
Bad juju, Barna. Bad juju. No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, I came close.
Yeah, I like those guns.
Yeah,
Save
they
it
have
for
a lot of
something else,
guns.
man.
They have a lot of guns. They are it's pretty big. So I'm going to talk about that here. But I saw Chris and Corey Williams out there, so I just want to say that very cool of them to come down there and hang out with me for a few minutes. I'm always happy, of course, to meet people. And there were some people that were kind of like, "What's up? You didn't even say you were going to be here." I'll make plans or something again. If there's lots of people in South Carolina and you guys want to do some kind of meetup there, let's do it. We can do it. We'll have a meetup. We just got to plan it. We'll meet up. Maybe we'll get the PSA guys to let us come hang out in their store and do a meetup. So let me know. Justin E's out there. DCG 44s is out there. I see Flopping Garbage as well. Imposter. Richard Hughes also out there.
Big Dick Willie's in the house.
Ooh. Big Dick Willie, what's going on? BDW, what's the deal? Let's see who else we got here. If I'm missing anyone, let me know. I'm trying to go. SoCal Gunner's out there. Shout out to SoCal Gunner. Judd Miller's out there. Let's see. Everyone. The Archangel is saying smash all the thumbs. I'm throwing his thing up here.
I don't have a hammer. I need a hammer, and I'll just take it, hit my
Yeah.
thumb with it.
Yeah, okay.
I use the butt of a gun. I do have a couple guns around. I can use the butt of a gun.
Don't do it. You're gonna actually
Quack.
with your luck.
Yeah,
Let me donate one. You can
Just
destroy.
here, I'll hold it up to the air.
Yeah, Patrick is Patrick can easily destroy body parts. Let's
That's
see.
no good, man. This
I don't know if I've.
this freaking High Point thing's got springs in the buttstock.
I always
Oh,
see.
you can't actually
Yeah,
destroy
it does.
it.
Yeah.
What kind of pussy need springs in your buttstock? Come on, man.
On a
Hold
10 mil.
Wait a
especially.
second. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen you see. So Patrick. if you
Grimace?
don't-
You've seen me grimace? Yes,
No.
I've grimaced. Yes.
Well, I've seen Patrick when he goes like full hog into everything.
Horde. When I go horde.
Yeah, he doesn't slow down. He just goes full into doing stuff. Doesn't think about it. So I've seen it. Black Diamond Guns and Gear out there. Shout out to the boys. You guys know Black Diamond Guns and Gear, right? They've been on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get them back on here. Yeah, I can't remember. Are they from Georgia? I can't remember.
I don't remember that.
Pistol Packing, Mama Corey Williams is out there, who I met. Randy Peacock is out there. Let's see, Jake Delahome. Is Jake in South Carolina? Anyone who's out there in South Carolina, let us know. If you do want to do a meetup, maybe we need to find someone in South Carolina, start the organization of it, see what we can make happen. We could probably do it at Palmetto State Armory store or something like that.
Do they have a? I
What?
don't know if they do. If they in their store or someplace they have like a meeting room, conference area.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do
yeah.
someplace. Yeah.
It's a big. It looks like a Cabela's to me. That's what it looked like. Like it used to be a Cabela's or which is the one that went out of business? Is it Cabela's?
Gander Mountain.
Yep. Gander
Maybe.
Mountain.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's a Gander Mountain. Could be.
Well,
Could be.
Good for them. I hope they did take it over.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they got like 6 of them. So I mean, how about a Florida branch? Dude, I'll work over there. I will be a greeter.
Yeah, I would love that.
Open up the Gainesville store.
welcome to PSA. What
Yeah.
gun would you like?
Just pay me with donuts. I don't care.
Donuts.
I'll be good in there. I will eat those donuts until my heart explodes.
Pay me with guns. No, I don't need money.
Oh, true.
Yeah, just pay me. Just listen. Once a month, I'll walk into the back. I'll pick out a rifle that I want. We'll just call it even.
Yeah. By the way, I know we're gonna get into this later, but I think everyone else making AR-15s, you guys should just surrender at this point.
No, we don't want that to happen. I mean, I know you're high on PSA, but we don't want a single source for that. No,
No, we don't. Actually, no.
Not
We
a good
want-
situation.
We want the prices to come down. That's good, but we want the quality to also go up. Prices down, quality up. That's what we want. Everyone should. I think like PSA's plan is that everyone should be able to afford an AR-15. You get up on that. Let's see. Which reminds me, I was looking. I know people want to talk about Beta O'Rourke, so we could probably put. If you've got stuff you want to talk about,
Robert
fucking
Francis.
asshole. God damn.
Robert Francis. He's Irish.
Beta.
The Irish Mexican, yes.
Beta man because
Yeah.
he's a beta male.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna make some Beto mags. How about that?
Oh boy.
Beto mags.
Beto
You know what was funny?
With
Like
his face on the side.
Yeah.
I was watching. I don't know if you guys saw. So Colin Noir did a funny video. He did a response video. I think it was pretty good. He's been doing a lot of those, right?
Good for him. He needs to.
Yeah. So Beto was talking about how he went into a gun show or something, and he's saying how there were lots of people there buying AR-15s, and lots of people were willing to give up their AR-15s.
I bet not.
And I was, because as soon as I saw that clip, I said the same thing that Colin Noir said right after that. Like, how is that logic? You're in this place buying one. You're like, yeah, I'm buying this so I can give it back to you.
Yeah, let me just give it back to the government.
Doesn't make any sense.
I've been putz like all your Beto's friends.
Yeah, that was just lies. That was pure lies. Jade Grew is out there. Let's see who else we got in here. If I'm missing anyone, John Parson is out there. James Lawson. Camp David is out there. Kathleen Music Lover.
The entirety of Camp David is currently watching the podcast.
Yeah. Jason Scherer, Retired Ed, I see. Cody Milbacher. Let's see who else we got. Bricks is out there. Calico Jack is out there. Michael Bender is out there. CB's out there. Gorillas and Guns. What's up?
Okay, babyface. You heard about Corn Pop, right?
Corn Pop.
You didn't hear the Corn Pop? You didn't hear about Corn Pop and Joe Biden?
No, what? No, I don't know about this.
Corn Pop.
Corn Pop. No, I have no idea.
Walter, you're going to have to tell the story. Okay, Walter, go ahead. Tell us the story, because you're obviously ready to let this one fly.
I guess Joe Biden was at some gathering with all these, like, he was with the brothers, some black kids, I guess, whatever, and he started telling the story how he had this, I guess one time Joe Biden was a lifeguard back when he was, 100 years ago. And he
was a lifeguard in a. Okay, go ahead.
I think he was a lifeguard at a pool that was predominantly of black nature. And he had this incident with this person named Corn Pop, who used to be like a gang person. He's telling this whole story about.
There's
Corn
lots
Pop.
of this that does not ring true already to me.
People have checked it out. The Corn Pop's a real guy. He's dead now.
Oh, okay.
But a real person from a real gang. And I guess it involves straight razors and chains and just,
okay, this is like your
But
this is like your classic 50s, with the snaps.
Yeah. Well,
what was that? What was that thing? What was that?
What, Grease?
No, it was a play. Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, Grease.
No,
he's not talking about.
Mamma Mia.
East Side Story, West Side Story,
East Side
something.
Story.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, anyways, it has no. Joe Biden, it has no relevance in current situation, but he had to tell the story because he's trying to get some
black kids, young black
relation
kids.
to the brothers or something, and I don't think they were all sitting there going, "What the?" I didn't see the whole altercation, but Corn Pop. That's one thing that gets me is Corn Pop.
Pants says Corn Pop and T-Bone.
I don't know the name of the person. There's a black male that does a commentary. He's a Trump supporter on Facebook, and he's got a real high squeaky voice. He don't like this, and he always wears Trump's hat. He did a thing with it, watching the whole thing, and he's eating Corn Pops.
All Thumbs wants to know what kind of gang name is Corn Pop. I don't know. Is it a part of an anatomical part of the body? That's a corn.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But I just Corn Pop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that after this.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to people. I know I kind of skipped through the shout outs here, but I know Walter's ready to get to story time.
Sorry to shout out people. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's cool. If someone really needs it, we'll do it. But we might as well let Walter get in here. Okay, so Biden was telling the story about Corn Pop. Well, did he affect a black voice? Because that drives me.
Oh no, I don't think he did he didn't do a Hillary Clinton. Where she starts getting her.
We're predators. He didn't do that.
Yeah. What's that?
You guys don't remember Hillary Clinton back in the '90s? Predators.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Just trying to avoid that one nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember seeing her when she going from an audience with predominantly black. She starts throwing some, this different tone of voice, trying to act like she's a.
How y'all doing?
this thing. I'm like, what the hell? Oh man.
Yeah. Well, lots of people do that now. I guess we probably all do that a little bit. I don't know if everyone goes into the black voice or whatever, but I guess we all do that. Like,
it's so. Is that word contrived? Or so?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we can all make fun and do the country thing, but I live in the country. I don't talk to everyone like we're in the country.
Well, who's the Grills and Guns says my gang name is White Boy.
Whose gang name? I wonder if
Grill and Guns. He says his gang name is White Boy.
I wonder if Biden was trying to sneak up on this gangbanger. That's why they got into a thing. Did he try to go Creepy Joe?
No, there was something about it was something about going off a diving board and slipping and falling. As he said, compared it, he said he'd be like Esther Williams.
Okay.
Esther Williams was that swimming woman who did the stuff, and a white woman, and some words were had and said, and
David Cardinal says Walter does black voice all the time. That's whenever I boss him around.
When a master tries to do something wrong, I got to take up.
That's his sarcastic way of whenever I'm trying to boss Walter around. That's his way of oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it cracks me up. It makes
trying
me
to
laugh.
keep me down. That's what I'm trying to say.
Reparations. That's all I can say.
I got your reparations right.
John Krupp says his gang name is Cheese Puff.
Cheese Puff.
Okay, everyone has to come up with their gang name right now.
I like Cheese Puff.
I already know my gang name.
What is it?
My gang name. It's gonna be Hank Five Nuts.
Hank Five Nuts.
Yeah, Hank Five Nuts. I'll explain
you haven't heard that story yet?
I'll explain that to you guys later. If you guys can let us know what you want to talk about here, if there's things you want to get into, since Walter did his story. Babyface, what's up with you, man? You had a whole week off. I hope you enjoyed it.
I got projects going on. I failed at live streaming. I tried to do a live stream and it just never worked.
Oh, okay. When?
How'd you fail at that?
Yeah.
I tried going live and then it just never went live. It was it premiered but didn't go live.
On YouTube?
Tyven later, was like, yeah, you have a live stream that you're planning on doing? I was like, I did that 4 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Your audio's coming in a little broken up to me. Okay, so you were trying to live stream on YouTube and it didn't work.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay, were you celebrating your I know you hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. Congratulations.
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, what's going on with the audio?
I hit 1,000 subs and we got my break.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know if your cable's broken or whatever's going on over there.
I'll figure it.
Yeah. So yes, Babyface hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. So thanks to everyone who subscribed to him. That I did see while I was on the road.
Yeah, I hit it. Am I better?
Yeah, you're good. Good. Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, so I hit 1,000 subs, and we gotta give some stuff away. I gotta do a video about it. I have one T-shirt that needs to be given away for the 1,000 sub giveaway, and then I think we all have kind of a swag bag of crap to give out too at some point.
Yeah, a bunch of patches. I think Walter promised some stuff. I promised some stuff.
Well, when you hit 1,000?
Yeah, he hit 1,000.
I'm sure I can come up with some. Yeah. I might even be able to engrave something with the Babyface P logo.
Oh,
that'll be really cool. We'll give some away. But no, beyond that, tried to do a live stream and failed. I'm working on some 32 ACP reloading stuff, but my first attempt failed kind of miserably. Mm-hmm. So I'm moving on to a second attempt. It didn't fail miserably. I just wasn't happy with it. So I'm moving on to a second attempt with another mold, and we're going to give that a go.
Okay.
So.
Simpson Road Larry says, I thought you had to have 5,000 subs to go live.
Maybe that's what it was.
I'm not sure what that is to go live.
Go live on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think you do. I don't think you do have to have that many subs to go live.
I don't know. I tried using what's the open source OSB? Is that what it's called? No, that's plywood.
OSB, yeah.
No, what's the open source broadcasting? OBT?
OBS.
OBS. OBT's Orange Blossom Trail.
Yeah.
OBS. Yeah, I tried using that.
What are you talking about?
No, you go to Orange Blossom Trail is? You got to go to Orlando and walk Orange Blossom Trail. You'll never see things the same.
Yeah.
It's like the most ghetto part of Orlando.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I tried using OBS, and I don't know if it just didn't work. But
why didn't you just go live from YouTube alone, like just Hangouts, or is Hangouts?
No,
did they shut down Hangouts?
I think they shut that down.
Oh, okay, I thought it was still there. I thought they extended it for a little while.
When I tried to do it, they asked for it. Basically prompted me to set up a streaming software. Mm-hmm. So I got like a stream key and put it into OBS, and I don't know what happened. I didn't. Oh. I was in the middle of working on other stuff. I literally just set the laptop up in the garage.
Okay.
While I was working on bullet stuff, and then the video never actually went live.
Okay, there's two ways. Unless they pulled out Hangouts, you can also go through Hangouts. I'm not sure whether or not they pulled it out. I know they were supposed to. We'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. And you could have also gone live on Instagram or
Facebook or
yeah, I could have done that. Did I really want to? No.
Yeah, there's a lot of people throwing up their gang names here. It's just going up real fast.
Granny Panties. I saw somebody's gang name was Granny Panties.
Yeah, and John, whose name?
I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it. Kathleen Music Lover, my gang name, so it's Kathleen Big Granny Panties Music Lover.
Awesome.
But yeah, beyond that, it was I got to work on cleaning up the garage last week. Mm-hmm. So no, there wasn't a whole lot going on. It was kind of a slow week since we didn't have the podcast or anything.
Yeah.
What's up, Walt? I worked on the mini bike mayhem mini bike for the gambler event coming up. We did some work on that. Mm-hmm. My milling machine, one of them stopped working.
Wow. Oh no!
That's gonna cost me $5,000 plus to get fixed. It needs a new motor. One of the bearings going out in the motor. So
okay. This isn't.
It's 10 years old. So.
Okay.
But still, that doesn't make it any easier to digest. So to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get some new. You got to get some new ones in. I think I was telling you that when I was at PSA, they had the original milling machine over there that they used. That's from 1985, still running.
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind it was? Was it a nice
big
company?
It was green.
That's a not a Mazak, but
I have it on video. I'm gonna throw together a video.
Those machines run. You just sometimes it takes an act of God to get the parts and stuff like that. But.
Yeah.
The green ones. Those aren't the Grizzlies, are they? They're not cheap.
No, I don't think it was Grizzly. I recognize the name immediately.
Vernier?
No.
I literally Googled green milling machine.
Yeah. When I believe.
Oh, here's mine. Look at that. Milling machine for multiple industries. This is like the one that you gave me. They must have whoever in China cranks these things out. They just crank them out and label them for whoever wants it. I guess.
Oh yeah. The Chinamen label any name. If you want to
they'll put whatever
if you want to have Babyface Machine Company, they do it for you. Yeah.
I can have my own milling machine.
I talked to them about scopes at the SHOT Show. Oh yeah, we do for you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
You have your own.
Right. So just a quick note here. Gorillas and Guns says Google Hangouts is no more on YouTube. I've been using StreamYard, which I saw some other people say StreamYard as well. So that's the one for everyone to go with. I'm assuming that's for Mac and PC, but I don't know. So there you go. Chris Bullis says his gang name is bullshit. There's a bunch of other gang names in here. Someone's gonna have to go back and see.
What's the gray milling machine? Yeah. The typical Bridgeport. I'd love to have a Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a Bridgeport. I mean, they're not too expensive.
You can get a. Yeah. I mean, you can get like. There was a video that what's the guy Adam Savage from MythBusters put out about that he got. Have you seen that?
No.
He got a Bridgeport that was like fully decked out. The knee moved up and down. Everything was automated. It was CNC ready. Somebody put DROs on the whole thing. Like it was completely decked out. It was a beautiful machine.
What the heck is a DRO?
Digital readout.
Oh, digital readout. Okay. Oh,
yeah. So he had all that. It was.
Yeah.
It's you gotta watch the Facebook Marketplace and the Craigslist listing.
You see them
like stuff will pop up, man. Sometimes a machine will pop up, but if it's a good price and it's decent, It'll be gone in a second, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gone in a second.
Kathleen Music Lover says Walter doing his Chinese voice.
Oh, long time. I do a long time for you, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we are comedians here. This is a skit show. So no one take it personally.
That's what she said.
We're also schizo. We're also schizo.
I got schizo. $5, yeah.
Harry's Holster says, Babyface, you should get a brother Speedio. I don't even know what that is.
Let me see where you put
I have no idea what that is.
Why is it China?
Harry's Holster said, "Does Walter identify as Chinaman?"
Yeah, in the wrong body.
Wrong body. Yeah. So let me see. I have the Aryan blood and the Chinese way of thinking.
Yeah. What's Walter's Babyface's gang name? Is Babyface P? Of course, he already has his gang name.
I don't think I can change that, can I?
No, I don't know. Unless you want to change it to our penis.
Yeah. So I think I'm set with mine.
Yeah, you're good. Well, I don't know what yours is, Walter. We'll have to figure out what yours is.
Yeah. Walter's fault. $5.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone, tell us what's a good gang name for Walter. We'll see what.
Oh God.
We'll see what. Babyface, keep an eye on that. Let's see what we come up with. If we get any good ones out there.
Let the creative juices flow. I guess we'll say yes.
Yeah. So let's see what else is going on out there. So this beta O'Rourke thing happened. Everyone got up in arms. Are you guys still mad about that?
What?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What did he do that's got everybody up in arms? I mean,
he came out saying, "Yes, of course, we're taking your AR-15."
At the debate.
Oh, yeah. Now they're not. He's not in denial. Most of them aren't in denial anymore.
See, that's the thing. Is
it's out.
They're all. But then half of them are like, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. And the other half are like, no, we're gonna go for it.
Oh yeah, they're like I said, they're out and they're proud now.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is good. Let them come out. Let them be proud. Be loud.
Well, it's getting
proud.
very competitive out there, and we've been telling people for a while this is what these guys want to do.
Exactly.
It's up to you if you want to give this knucklehead, this idiot, an opportunity to actually be president and try that. That move, but you know.
He's cannon fodder.
I'm not giving up anything.
Yeah, he's not. He's not going to be president. I'm not even I don't even have a slight thought in my head that he'll be president.
Just bring up his past. Bring up his daddy's past. His daddy used to be like the run the town kind of person.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's. Some money laundering questions about money laundering.
Yeah, doesn't his dad have a real dirty closet? Real lots and lots of skeletons in that closet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Harry's Holsters wants to know can you really be mad if they don't stand a chance? One of the things about that is lots of people. Trump didn't stand a chance.
Okay.
Just remember that.
Let's remember something. Go back in time a little bit before the interweb. There was lots of people that were crazy and said all kinds of shit, but nobody heard it.
Yeah.
Now all you gotta do is get on YouTube and say all this stuff, and next thing you know, everybody's like following you, or they're like, "Oh, did you hear that?" It's like, no.
It's not that I'm not mad. That's the wrong emotion to discuss what this is. It's not I'm mad. I don't care. He's not gonna win. Mm-hmm. It's the point that I think everybody on stage is actually too cowardly to say what he said out loud. But they all feel the same way.
Yeah.
Whether they feel that way or they don't feel that way, no one's got a big enough set to oppose the feeling.
No, nobody can go against that.
So if they're not for it, none of them will say, "Well, I don't agree with you," because they're so scared of their shadow that they might disenfranchise two people out there in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Killer Ratchet. Sorry, Walt. Killer Ratchet says, I find it disturbing to see so many people clap when he said, "Hell yeah, we're going to take your AR-15s and your AKs."
Yeah,
and
the sociopaths in that audience were...
At least half from what I saw from my clip. I don't know what you guys...
It's scary. It's really scary that people are... They have no idea what the Constitution was, why it was created. They have no clue.
When you go out to a restaurant, look around, half those people voted for Obama.
Yeah.
Half those people voted for a Democrat sometime.
Yeah.
And you're just thinking, what the fuck is wrong with them?
Yep.
I mean, everybody, the politicians aren't perfect, but I sure ain't voting for no freaking leftist that wants to take my stuff away. Those are the same people that also like to take away your classic cars. They'd like to take away your electricity because you use too much.
Yeah,
In the,
you can't fly on planes anymore
You can't
because
use
that's
a
no
straw.
good for the
You
environment.
red.
You got to
Have you
eat
seen that one?
Yeah, you got to eat
can't-
vegetarian. By the way, let me just the straws thing. Walter's mad about for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do the straws thing. Also, you won't be able to eat real meat. You'll have to eat vegetarian or a vegetarian kind of meat that's designed to bleed.
It's designed It's designed to take the testosterone out of your system, is what it's designed to
Lola
do.
was looking into that thing, and she was reading, and she was like, do you know they designed this, like, unbeliever meat and whatever that stuff is, to have the consistency of bleeding meat? Like, what?
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Do you realize what you have to do to make vegetable matter look and taste like meat?
A lot of shit.
Why? What?
That's not
how,
good for you.
How healthy can that be when you have to add all those chemicals and make it look like meat?
No. It's horribly processed.
Why don't you just kill, and
Go eat a
eat
salad.
some meat?
Or if you want to be a vegetarian, go eat a salad.
I got a good idea. Yeah, because they want to take your cows from you.
That's the thing
They want
That's
to
why.
take your testosterone away. That's what they want to do.
And after they get your cows, after they get your meat, then they're going after your dogs and your cats. You can't have pets either.
Well,
there are leftists that are crazy enough to say that. Yes,
those pets have rights.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the same people that say plants have rights.
I'm not giving up my dogs either. I'll tell you that. Cats, you might be able to convince me.
Cats are. Let's not talk about cats.
Creepy cats.
Oh, what did you say, babyface?
No, I was just saying cats are. I don't like cats.
Yeah.
Creepy cappy.
But listen, even the cats deserve to be here, okay? The cats do. We do need cats. We do need cats, just not in the house.
Just not the musical, okay? We don't need the musical cats.
Yeah, listen, there are people out there that like cats. But listen, these guys are going to come for everything. They're going to tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. Like one day they're going to say to you, oh, this dude over here that became a chick that tried to kick it to you, and you were like, no, I'm not trying to go that route. If you don't go that route, you are horrible, and we're going to put you in jail, so you need to go that route.
There are people in society right now that truly believe what you are saying. And I'm not being facetious. There are people amongst that community that believe that because you're not attracted to a transgendered person, that is one of the most horrible, atrocious things you can do. It's
I don't care about this.
unfucking-believable.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, I think the most I'm appreciative of the world we live in, the universe we live in, all the beautiful things that are here in the world. But the most beautiful, on top of all of that, are the women that God made.
Yes,
they are not differently shaped men. They are completely different creatures, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And second to that is I just
food?
got Boston Market prime rib.
Ah, damn.
God,
so speaking of the meat devils.
You know what? I'm going to consume this devil dish all like.
Are you sure that's real meat up in there, Walter?
Oh, it's red and bloody and everything. Yeah, you can't.
Okay, they might be tricking you. It might be, as Babyface calls it might be a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Get out now.
Squid Man. It's a trap.
So in the absence of the podcast last week, I did a bunch of watching of Guns and Gadgets. You remember him? You had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's a political guy from Boston. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, you should. Yeah. Because he's like one of the few people that I found that are reliable in keeping up with the policies that are going through.
Yeah, and he's pumping it out.
And he's pumping out content like crazy about the crazy shit that's coming down the pike. But yeah, it was just the things
and like you said, he's a cop in Boston. Yeah, fighting for freedom. Damn it!
It's crazy the shit that they have coming down the pike. Yeah, like it's just unbelievable. All of it's unbelievable.
It is. It's pretty crazy. What is Harry's whole? He says, "I really don't care. I don't really care for redheaded women. I love blondes and brunettes. What does that make men?" I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm not sure.
All right.
He doesn't care for the redheaded women. I don't know what some redheaded chick out there did Harrison wrong.
Yeah.
Someone please remember that when the next time Harry is on, we got to find out what that redheaded chick did to him that was so bad. Because every now and then you got redhead just to just to make sure you're alive.
Nothing wrong with a redhead.
No, not at all.
No, but Harrison apparently.
Well, I always used to say I never got along with blonde girls either, because it seemed like everyone I met when I was single was a nut job.
Yeah.
But being blonde, that's saying something. So, but that doesn't mean I don't take a look at them. Come on.
Yeah, all the ladies, all the single ladies.
People say, a lot of guys say redheads are nuts too. So, but that don't mean you can't.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking something, but my brain, there's like a demon and an angel sitting on my shoulder.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Whatever it is, don't say it.
I'm just gonna try to not get into that so that we don't get into that much trouble.
So you want to hear what I learned last week that had me dumbfounded?
What's that?
What?
So I linked it just here, and I sent this to somebody else on Instagram that we were talking about this. Fifth Amendment, self-incrimination, and gun registrations. It's the article that I posted. It should be the last article that's posted here in the chat. And how gun registrations make zero logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, duh.
So I learned about in 1968, Haynes, one of those two, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, versus U.S. Have you guys heard this Supreme Court decision?
No.
Okay, Haynes versus U.S. was a 1968 Supreme Court decision against Miles Edward Haynes, who was a convicted felon who was charged with the unlawful possession of an unregistered short-barreled rifle.
Okay.
So
in 1966, you said?
68.
Okay.
So it makes sense, right? Like it kind of makes sense. Yeah, he's a felon. It's an unregistered SBR. You can't have that. Well, the court decision in a 7-1 decision was he couldn't be tried under the Fifth Amendment because of the self-incrimination clause. He's a felon who couldn't legally have the firearm.
Right.
So because he can't legally have it, he couldn't legally register it. It's a crazy catch-22.
Okay.
So they basically had to rewrite parts of the 1934 NFA laws saying that anybody that's legally allowed to register must register. So the crazy thing was,
so if you're a criminal, you don't have to register.
You don't have to register. That's the point.
So stupid.
The Fifth Amendment in this Supreme Court case strictly prohibits criminals from being held accountable for things like gun registries.
So only the law-abiding citizen, the hardworking men and women out there,
are the only people. They are the only ones that would have to be held accountable.
That's nonsense.
In a gun registry.
Then we're all going to be criminals. It is. So that's
if you're a felon out there with a firearm, you might as well make it a machine gun because you can't get tried for it.
Yeah.
Because you can't legally have it anyways. So it was so eye-opening to me to read that article. I was like, holy shit, like gun registries make zero sense.
So has that been argued in recent times?
68 was the last one, and then they haven't had one. It is precedent, though. So, I mean, looking back on it, there was another one in State versus Hamlin in 1986, a case involving an unregistered short-barreled shotgun. Louisiana Supreme Court refused to apply the Haynes precedent.
Let's see.
So it would have to have bumped up from Louisiana to the Supreme Court, and then they would have to make precedent out of it. But current precedent stands at 1968 ruling.
Someone needs to tell that to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, did you see he turned on his homies today?
Yeah, he's testifying. But he wasn't a criminal in the first place. He was just pretending to be one.
Yeah, no, he wasn't hard. He never was hard.
We'll have to talk about that here in a second. So listen, I think we should probably get to before we get into talking about last week and everything that happened there, if you guys have questions, let's get to the subject of the podcast tonight. Let's do that, if I could pull it up here. And I put out this article, but I'll throw it up here on the screen for anyone who wants to see it. Trump is looking at background check mobile app for private gun sales. Yes, indeedy. I don't even know who's going to draw up this app. So here it goes. This is in the this particular one is an American military news, but you can, if you search for this, you'll find it. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I know that there were people throwing up things, talking about lots of different stuff going on. And we know this week the White House and the Trump administration is supposed to come out with some kind of gun control proposals. And this is one of the things they're thinking about. A newly proposed app would let users access the federal background check database. May be part of the next step in expanding measures to control the purchase and sale of firearms. President Donald Trump,
The purchase and sale of your own private property.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, President Donald Trump has been in talks with lawmakers about the creation of an app. So now the government is going to get into the app business that would connect with the National Instant Criminal Background Check System and is intended to be used in private party gun sales, the Washington Post reported. By the way, I have to tell you, and I think Walter was talking about this before, you know that app is going to track the shit out of you.
You think those gang types in Chicago are going to use an app?
No criminal. We just talked about criminals. They're not going to do anything.
You think Joe Rodriguez down on the border is going to use an app?
This goes back to what we just talked about. Criminals don't give a shit.
Yeah. No.
Well, this
They're
is also
criminals.
This is we live in the age of the app, right? So this is also pointed towards acceptance, because you deal with a lot of people that think everything should be on an app.
Yeah.
And that's fine. What's wrong with that? Talk about
It.
no way. Yeah.
Ohio Wolverine says this is perfect. Democrats will argue that background checks don't work and fight him on this.
You know what will happen
so.
if that really went down and it was actually used, you know what will happen to the background check system?
Yeah.
It's gonna go.
It'll be crashed every 5 seconds.
Yeah. So I was just about to say. Remember when during the Obama era they created the healthcare pay website or whatever? Remember how much shit that went through? And it was a simple website.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up the whole Obamacare thing and that debacle and how much.
Yeah. Do you think they're actually going to be able to make a mobile app that works on all different devices? Are you high?
Yeah. Listen, I think
you
it's
think for example, you think of somebody like my dad
Knows how to do that.
who has no fucking clue is going to be able to operate something like that? No,
I don't think so. But listen, first of all, and by the way, I have a video coming out on this. I'm just waiting for Lola to tell me that it's live, because I did make a video thing. Lola, if you can hear me, let me know when that video's live. I'll let everyone.
There was one that just went out.
Lola says it's live now. Yeah, if you go to Hank Strange, you'll see the video. I'll go pull it up here in a second, but it is live. If everyone can just, if you can, open another thing, go click on it, like it, and all that kind of stuff. Help us out on that one. I did make a video about this, but this is, first of all, the background checks we have to do in the first place is a damn infringement. So let's say you go through all of that, and now I want to sell it to Babyface or you, Walter. Now I have to go through that again. I have to pay money for that, or come on, that's crazy that people have to do that. It's just more taxation, more things getting in the way, another way to figure out registration. Then through these apps, especially if the government creates it, who knows what that app's going to do on your phone? Then what are they going to do? They're going to mandate that Apple has to allow them to have this app, or Android has to allow them. Then the app spies on Apple and gets other information from them that Apple doesn't want. That could get really crazy. I think this is impossible. Should never happen. I'm 100% against this bullshit.
And it will get hacked.
Yeah.
That is a guarantee. Or it'll get nothing else, not so hacked to get info, just hacked to shut it down.
Yeah, also now everyone's going to be an FFL, so now we're all FFLs.
What's the point?
Yeah, and even Armory and Access says OMG LMAO. So, and John Dieter says, okay, no FFL needed, just send it to my house. Yeah, right? Think about that. Is everyone now going to be an FFL so manufacturers can just send stuff to us directly?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That'd be great.
But
that's not what's going to happen.
Yeah, but basically they're making you into an FFL if you got to background check someone. Mm-hmm. And what other responsibilities do they want to put on you? So let me continue to go here. The concept for a background check app may be one specific proposal in a call for expanded background checks on firearm sales. Currently, storefront purchases of firearms are required to go through retailers that have a federal firearms license, while private transfers of firearms do not bear the same requirements for background checks. Lawmakers and congressional aides are reportedly divided on the proposal and have raised privacy concerns over the intended use of the app information and how secure it would be from abuse. It will not be secure from any kind of abuse.
So what are they going to ask you on this app? They're going to ask you about medical stuff. They're going to ask you about how do you.
It would be my guess is it would be a mobile 4473. That's my best guess.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not an FFL. I don't.
Yeah, I mean I am. Walter is, but it's still. And we had to go through a process, by the way, to become FFLs. There was a definite process of vetting, investigations. Now we're just going to open that up to everyone. Imagine people with that. People are going to be background checking people that aren't buying guns.
You can't do that now. You're not supposed to do that now.
You're not supposed to, but when the app is on the phone, what's stopping people from getting the app?
Let's see if we can pass the background check.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know my son or daughter just met someone new. Oh, let me background check them with this.
Yeah, let me see if they passed the gun background check.
Yeah,
they got to be a good person if they pass the gun background.
Also, a good way to red flag you. Also, a good way for someone to crack into this and dox you. You know, good way for people to know what you have.
Next thing you know, you're making 5 or 6 or 10 background check things. Oh wow, this guy's he's like selling a bunch of guns, man.
Yeah. So Ohio Wolverine says Dems already arguing that you would have to access people's personal information. They don't understand that they would only get a response like an FFL NICS check, proceed or decline. Yeah, but how are you gonna? Okay, I understand what you just said, but how are you actually gonna do this on your phone without putting the person's information into your phone?
And you're doing it like on an unsecure Wi-Fi thing 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
People are out and about.
Yeah, and what about, what is it called sometimes when it doesn't immediately go through, then you have a wait?
You get a conditional non-approval.
Yeah.
So you get, like, in Florida anyways, you get 3 days for them to come back to you.
Let's simplify this and get rid of all of this crap. Just get rid of it. Go back to the olden days where you see something in a Sears catalog, and like, I want that machine gun.
Yeah, send it to my house right now.
Send your money to Sears. And then
we're going to have to send a lot of people back from where they came from to do that, so, because that was a different time and a different population then. So let's just not go there probably. It'd be a mass deportation for that to work.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Walter?
I'm just saying there's a lot of people live in this country now that aren't very civil.
Oh, okay. So we don't want everyone. You don't want everyone having stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying there's some people that don't know how to handle themselves.
But the not very civil people that were here, like lots of gangs and stuff like that have come in, they're already doing whatever they want.
Well, yeah, they're always going to.
Yeah, they don't care.
They did what they want back
before.
They did what they want back then.
Yeah.
But, we didn't have MS-13 and we didn't have all these other groups. So.
Yeah. I think the genie is out of the bottle on all of that. I think the bad guys have lots of ways to get their hands on stuff to do bad things. You know, and the only thing we could do is the point where those bad guys interact with us, we all need the ability to fight back. That's what's going to fix that thing.
Well,
you know.
Also, back in the old days, they didn't mess around with the criminals when they caught them. There was no... my wife's father used to be a New Orleans policeman. When they caught the pickpockets back in the old days, they ended up with broken hands.
Yeah. Okay, let me read a couple of things here from people. Offer Arms says, I don't know, I'm trying to do this in an accent and it's dragging up. He says, "Oh, sweet Jesus, it's about time y'all came back. I ain't had nothing to watch in weeks." No, I don't know. That's like a country. I don't know. Offer Arms is probably.
Sweet Jesus! No, back to the pulpit.
Where is Offer Arms from? I should find out next time before I read his comment.
Praise the Lord, pass the plate.
Yeah, he might not even. It sounds like he would say it like that. He say, "Oh, sweet Jesus."
Sweet Jesus.
That's got to be Southern, right? Only people in the South say, "Oh, sweet Jesus."
Sweet Jesus. Jesus Christ, save me, Lord. Help me.
John Dieter says, "Meet me back here in this dark alley in 3 days, and you can have it." Laugh out loud.
There you go.
There's gonna be some con artists out there getting your information. People don't understand. Yes, the Knicks check comes back and says yay or nay, right, or hold, for sure. But first, you fill out the 4473. Remember that thing where you swear this and that, and you're not doing this and that? You got, like, how is it? What are we going to do now? It's going to just put the phone up to someone's face?
Probably be a picture taken.
Oh, no. We don't need none of this crap.
There's no, it doesn't make sense because there's no proper record keeping. It's not like you have, like an FFL, the ATF has some sort of recourse if a gun shows up in a crime.
Yeah.
They check their records, they go to the seller, they go to the distributor, then they go to the whoever sold it and transferred it, blah, blah, blah. There's like a path that they can follow.
Yeah.
This ain't shit that you can do.
Who
knows if it's the real person? They say, hey, I'm so-and-so, and you're like, okay, I'll do a background check on so-and-so. Yeah, you look good. Here's your gun.
You got all his info. It's right. Bingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no recourse here.
Motorboater says, who would design the app, government or Silicon Valley? Because I don't trust either.
God, yeah.
Either one of them are worth the shit.
Yeah. Rocky Mountain Bear says, so much for any kind of right to privacy. I know privacy died years ago. This is just another step in that direction. No, this is the death blow. This is a death blow because I think, what would they want in this? I mean, first of all, Trump don't even want to show anyone his tax returns.
Yeah, so, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that.
He shouldn't have to.
Whatever,
but it's, yeah. But I mean, it's typical politician. It's do as I say, not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
Look what's going on in Washington right now with this impeachment stuff started, right?
They actually started that finally?
Oh, yeah, they started that
today.
Yeah. And I guess Trump's former campaign person showed up there and just told them to pound sand. So,
that's what he said, right?
Well, he didn't say pound sand, but he said he wasn't elected.
Should have.
He can't talk about this stuff.
Oh, man. So, you know what? My dream is to have to testify in front of Congress. Because
be careful.
They're gonna put me under the congressional jail.
I would have referred to the senators as comrade. See how they like that.
Oh, I got some reformations for them. Listen.
Whoa. Don't use that. You got some reformations for them.
Yeah, I will refer to them in other words.
Some referrals.
Yeah, some referrals. Yeah. Okay, let's clean that up. Yeah, listen, I think this is a really bad idea. It's going to go. They can't freaking. I was just traveling, dude. I was just getting on a plane. These people can't figure out Homeland Security, the FAA, all these airlines, they can't figure out what they're doing.
Now there's this talk about food labeling. Should it say eat by? Should it say expired by? You know, should it say sell by? It's like I was listening to stuff going like a head explode. Come on. Yeah. Looking at
no. I don't want an app. Everyone doesn't need to have this this crazy app. I don't even think we need. I'm just going to say it again. Then I'm going to stop. I think everything we have right now is a freaking infringement.
It is. No, it is. There's no thinking. Yeah. It is.
We have a constitution. We have amendments there too. That's what we need. Right
Nothing has changed from that time to this time except technology.
Yeah.
The same things drive people. Yeah. Greed, lust,
right,
and all that, and false. Is it false gods, false whatever?
False prophets.
Yeah,
false
same
prophets.
thing drives all this stuff, except we have technology now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and I forgot to say this in my video, by the way. So someone go there and comment on this on the video. We are living in a country where, in certain states, they don't even want to check your ID to vote. To vote. Yeah, which is very, very important to the future of America.
All of us need to be tattooed that we are gun owners, and it must be on our backs. So when we take our shirts off, they know.
So no, I'm gonna say no to this.
I think what we should do is, if you're a gun owner, you should just get a serial number on your arm, so they know, so everybody knows. Well, and maybe a little star. You could put a little star next to it. Oh wait, they tried that already. Sorry.
Just a little tiny bit of sarcasm coming from Babyface P. Just a little bit.
Harry's also said my dad was on a terror watch list for a while because he had an extremely common name. I knew somebody who was who had an extremely common name with an IRA person, and he caught hell everywhere he flied because he thought he was an IRA guy.
Talk about an infringement on your rights. You're put on this list. You have no way of going. You don't know you're on it until you try to go fly, and then they're like, "Oh, you can't be here. You're part of the IRA." And then
you don't know how you got on there or any of that stuff.
And there's no legal recourse. There's nothing, like no representation whatsoever.
Right.
It's just
yeah.
Total infringement.
I'm saying I don't know if Trump is really serious. I know that this is a story. We're not making this up. If you guys search, I thought it was funny that no one saw this. Did you guys see anyone talking about this app thing Trump's thinking about?
I haven't.
I heard about the app today.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no. My answer is just no to that. We've already gone too far. I think we've already given up so much. Like people saying, okay, you guys are unreasonable. Why is it you don't want to? What's happening here? You know, people are saying like, why is it you don't want to negotiate or be reasonable here? Because we've already been infringed on too much.
None of this stuff has any effect on anything they're trying to affect.
Yeah. Don't add any more new crap to what I have to do. You know,
it's all ineffective. It will not stop or prevent anything.
Yeah.
And you don't need it.
Richard Hughes is saying that Ted Kennedy was on the
the Kennedy family was almost to the point where they supplied things to the Northern Ireland. So
okay. Motorboater says Guns and Gadgets has a video on the app. Okay, I didn't see that one, but I'm not surprised that
I haven't watched him in 2 days probably. But he is all over this shit and I love it.
Yeah. As Patrick said earlier, we have to get him back on actually.
Absolutely, especially right now.
Just remember the Obama. Well, the Obama thing was political payback. The program, the website, that was just paying back people that.
You mean the people who got the contract?
Yeah, that's all political.
Wasn't those the dude? Hold on a second.
Canadian.
Yeah. By the way, was it Canadian? Because
it wasn't even American.
Who were the guys that got the contract and then they were spying on us? Remember that? Remember there was some guys that were contracted to work for one of these. I don't think it was for the Obamacare, but it was for one of the Democratic Congress women or something, and they were working for her. But at the same time, they were spying. Remember that?
She had Feinstein, or one of them had a Chinaman, a Chinese.
No. Was he Chinese or
Pakistani? I thought it was Indian.
Oh,
okay.
I thought it was Indian.
Yeah.
But that was the other dumb thing. The Debbie Wasserman Schultz, that whole thick connection to the Pakistani guy.
That's one. She had Pakistani.
And then the one that ended up shot in suicide on the beach.
Double tap to the back of the head. That type of suicide.
Could have been. Yeah, the 2-shot suicide.
Yeah.
John Dieter says, but think of the children. Mr. FNH says it's just one more inch, Hank. No, I'm not giving no more inches.
Yeah, we're done with inches.
Not giving no more inches.
You can't.
I'm saving all my inches for Lola. Sorry.
You don't compromise with crazy people.
No.
I don't think. I think it's too late. We're not going back. It's not going to make anyone safer to do this. You've got nothing that you can do about the criminals. I was looking at this story. I didn't even plan on bringing it up, so I don't think I have it right in front of me. But they just arrested these 20 dudes, I think in Minneapolis or something like that, where they were just going to the sports stadiums and just robbing dudes. Just robbing them.
Well,
knocking them out. Just knocking them out, kicking them, beating them, riding them over a bicycle, smashing them with pots and stuff, just to take their phones and their wallets and all that.
Boom, boom, boom. Those people should be caught. And
we don't need them.
They're wild dogs. We do with a wild dog.
We don't need them. We do not need them. By the way, let me see.
They're a product of their upbringing. They in low income family. How dare you?
We are going in a direction that is not good. And there could even be a couple immigrants in there too.
Adam Smith says, "If only we could make murder illegal."
Right? No, I've never understood this whole idea of like, if you criminalize this, they won't. Like, look at I say this every time we talk about this, but look how the war on drugs went. Like, really? Really?
Yeah.
You want to criminalize...
All the war on drugs is a way for the police and
crackdown on
agencies to get money.
Yeah. If people in America don't wake up to this bullshit, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be serializing your knives and forks. You're going to be doing background checks at a freaking garage sale. You know,
I don't understand. It's going to be crazy. I really don't understand the idea of like the thought process that goes through when we say like your lefty, your typical lefty's head that we all dislike, that typical, the stereotypical person. Mm-hmm. I don't understand the thought process that goes through their head. Like, I guess there are some people out there that generally are like, well, it'll make the world safer, so we might as well do it. But the other ones out there, like Feinstein and them, they're just like, I feel like they're just looking to take your shit.
Yeah, why are you trying to understand crazy? It's just, I think they are just trying to enslave everyone and make people think this is for the betterment. No one believes any sense.
Control will get you this too.
Yeah,
because control comes with taxes.
Yeah.
Right. Never mind.
Yeah. By the way, Archangel's reminding us we have like 140 or something people watching. I think more than that. This. Smash the thumbs ups, people, and Walter will mentally send you a mental copy of this chocolate chip cookie that he's about to eat. If you smash the thumbs ups right now, we should be able to get to over 100 in the next 20 seconds here. And then Walter will deliver a mental cookie.
There's no way somebody named Feinstein is going to be coming for your shekels. Come on. Who would do that?
Feinstein? Oh,
Babyface.
No, hang on now.
You're such an idiot.
It's not my podcast. You're a big fan.
Yeah. Now that you see, Walter, he's got his 1,000 subscribers. He's out of control now. He's a baller. He's a baller now. By the way, I was proud of you, man. I was like in the middle. I don't even know. I think I was in Utah or something.
Yeah, it was exciting. I actually stayed up. What was it? It was like midnight or 1 a.m. when it happened, and I was like, I had to like wait for Social Blade. I had to wait for Blade to kick over so I could take a screenshot of it.
And it was late, and it was like you couldn't just start calling people. And just,
Seriously, yeah.
I saw it. You posted on IG too, I think.
Yeah. But you were like, what, 3 hours behind last week?
Yeah, I don't know. Was I behind, ahead? I have no clue.
I mean, you didn't go to the UK, so you're definitely behind.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I just look, whatever my iPhone tells me, that's how we're doomed. I never change my watch. I keep my watch on whatever time it is, and then I use my phone, so... But yes, I did see it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I am excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Congratulations, man! It's awesome.
I looked at the time frame, and it took me about a year to hit that. Mm-hmm. And then I did a social blade comparison because obviously it's comparing statistics from the last year to yours.
How much money are you making on Social Blade?
Oh man, you think I'm making like $100 a month on Social Blade? So they think. But compared it, and they were like, for you to reach 10,000 subscribers, it's going to take you until 2025. I was
okay, that's not 10,000.
A little faster than that.
That's just to burn your soul. Just step on your soul
you need
right
to
there.
Make armor-plated, depleted uranium, 32 caliber.
Bullpups.
Helicopter shooting down ammunition.
How else do you want me banned off the internet? I'm already trying right now, actively.
Yeah.
Do you want it quicker?
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm pretty proud of you. I was telling the folks I was hanging out with. I was actually, when you sent that, I was telling everyone, I was like, you know what? I'm really proud of Babyface. I remember telling him he didn't want to do any of this. He didn't want to have social media. Yeah. He didn't want to be trapped by the man.
It's because life is so much simpler when I don't have to film what I'm working on.
Yeah. He didn't want to have to be responsible.
The stuff like last week working on that 32 mold, the 32 ACP mold, milling it down. Mm-hmm. Fuck me, it took. I could have had it done within like 30 or 45 minutes if I just chalked it up, leveled it, and milled it. It took me like 5 hours because I had to film every little step.
I made that gas tank for the mini bike. That could have been recorded too.
Oh yeah.
But just how am I going to do that?
Yeah,
I'm going to work and hold no. It takes no. I mean, I'd have to have a minion filming me.
Yeah, it's not easy. Well, hopefully we'll get the cameras are getting a lot smaller and all that. Maybe we'll just get an orb one of these days that will float around.
It's called a drone.
Yeah, a drone.
No, we're not allowed to have drones. Yeah, we're not allowed to have drones.
We're gonna do it.
Pretty soon you're gonna have to get a background check to buy a camera. Watch.
I gotta do. Speaking of drones, we're gonna do a survey real quick.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia, Gulf of Tonkin incident.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Who believes that they use drones?
Okay, now look up Gulf of Tonkin, and that's why we started Vietnam.
Okay.
Main reason. So is Saudi Arabia a Gulf of Tonkin incident?
Oh, do you think that we're gonna go to war over
to drag us into some debacle?
It's gonna. Oh God, I hope not. I don't think so. Fuck, I hope not.
I don't think we should be. First of all, I think we're past that. I don't think, regardless of what's happening here, I think we should not be reliant on oil from other countries. We have it here.
We don't need to be.
Yeah, we don't need to be. We've got oil here, but we also have compressed natural. We've got all kinds of gases and stuff like that. Obviously, right here.
Speaking of that, the other week I get this organization I kind of belong to get notices what they're voting on in Congress and stuff. Mm-hmm. These stupid retarded, and I'm going to use the retarded. they are fucking mentally retarded. They want to shut down Anwar. They want to shut down all the offshore drilling that can be done. It's like, what the fuck?
No.
We're
not ready to do it.
A little. I was going to say it'd be a little different if we had a full supply of some other natural resource or whatever, where we could say, yeah, let's flip the switch and move the country over to something that's 100% ready to go. No, we're not to that point yet.
Check your sixes saying, Walter, eat the cookie already. Walter, you still got that cookie?
I'm enjoying the cookie, okay? Oh, man. We have enough coal, they say, for 300 years.
Yeah, of course we do.
You can gasify, you can liquefy, you can compress it and shove it up your man thing. 300 years.
But we're not ready to turn off.
We're not that smart.
We've got lots of natural resources here. We don't need it from the Middle East. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. If they don't get our money, they shut down.
Yes, it's actually true.
Well, that's much like China.
Yes.
Yep. Without.
Did you see that they pulled back on what was it? Soy and cotton imports or something like that? China came back saying that they're not going to be part of their new tariff scheme to fuck the US. It's because they need it.
Yeah. By the way, Babyface, I don't know if this is a trap or not. It could be someone tricking us just so they can get in here on the comments. It could be an actual trap. It could be all kinds of stuff. Who knows? But I'm going to read this comment that's out there. It's from someone named Anna Rex 66. I'm not reading it right. Anna Sykes or Sykes or whatever. She says, "Damn." She says, "Damn, who is the cutie in the plaid shirt? He looks yummy. So innocent looking. Me want."
Only thing missing from that is me want long time.
Oh God, what was that one that? Oh man,
so there you go. You got a fan. You got a fan right there, man.
A while back of people with pseudonyms, fucking hilarious pseudonyms.
She says happily. By the way, I could tell you that I was actually talking to someone on my trip who that thinks you are very cute. This is a real
that is
person
awesome.
and a woman. A woman, you might be thinking it's a dude or something. But
listen,
a woman. Take guesses.
I'm gonna be married soon, so
tell Lola.
Lola.
Okay, it's not Lola. You know, not that she doesn't like a little hairy Ewok. Who knows? Yeah, she might be into that. All right, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. Yeah. Take a guess on who that is, Walter. Anyone out there? Who did I meet that we know that's been on the podcast here? Babyface. I'll give you guys a clue. Babyface is close. He's close in some way. He says it's not Lola, but he's close there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
She went out with Aries.
Huh?
Is it what's her name? She's in Tampa. Shit.
I don't know.
Is that who it is?
Who are you talking about? I don't know.
What's
Describe this person to me. Then I might
I
say.
don't want to. Shit, what's her name?
She has a channel. She has a YouTube channel.
And I fought.
She's into guns. She's into guns.
As I know. No, I can't think of her
I'm gonna keep giving
Instagram.
clues.
She's in the military.
She's in the military. She's in. Damn, Walter is.
I can't think of it either. But
Yeah, it's Skips. Skips
Tactical.
Tactical. Boom. There you go. Yeah.
She got a white husband. She likes her white boys.
Yeah, that's all right. I listen. Can I tell you something? I don't hate on that. Love is love. Love is love. So yeah, she was like, oh, babyface. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that. So no one say anything.
I'm telling you, Barnauls needs to hook me up next time. I'll be going out.
Yeah, pitch.
Yeah, when you gotta get 1,050 and you can go.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Babyface P is an Ewok. Hank must be Chewbacca.
Yes, I'll take that. I like Chewbacca.
I'm glad I'm left out of that one.
You're Han Solo. You're Han Solo right there.
Yeah.
You're Han Solo. Pitchlock says, babyface, you do yub nub. You do yub nub. I'm sorry, I couldn't even say that. Drag. What is it? Snoo to death. Babyface, you will get. You are the dude. You're the one dude in this world who will get snoo to death. See, me and Walter, we're a little bit more robust.
Yeah, you can handle it.
Yeah. Tell them about you going canyon climbing.
Oh, God.
In your robust state.
Oh, man.
Underneath you, like making sure you didn't fall when you were across that.
So
Archangel says I'm Darth Vader, so I'm not your father. I'm not your father.
Let's see. Should we start with the listen, let's start with the PSA thing, because that was actually pretty cool.
It's 11. We need to get into what happened last week, because I legitimately don't fully know what you did last week.
So I did go out to see PSA. I'm trying to remember what was the first thing that we did over there. We went to.
I stuck in traffic.
No, actually, we were in Clinton, South Carolina. We actually went to the same range that Such uses. So if anyone's watching Such, okay, he's got a lot of videos out there. He's been doing this for a long time. He's like a grandfather in the game, I guess. But I know he used to use a different range, which he told me he got kicked out of because he showed. Do you remember Such did that video where he shot his car? Did anyone see that?
He shot the hood of his truck.
Yeah. He said
he got too low.
Yeah, accidentally.
He got too low and wasn't taking in height over bore considerations, and he propped his rifle up and was looking through the scope and put a bullet right across his hood.
Yeah, I remember that video. I thought that was funny.
I remember seeing that one. Yeah.
But apparently he was at a range that he was a member at and everything when he did that, and they kicked him out when he put that in video. So we went to the range that he's at now, which is actually pretty badass, and it's in Clinton. No, we didn't get suicided or anything like that there. But basically, PSA, Palmetto State Armory, did an event there. I got to shoot a whole bunch of things. The first thing because they split us into groups, and they actually had a mile shot that you could take out there. They used 6.5 Creedmoor and a scope. PSA's going to have their own scopes out there, which I'll probably be talking to you guys about here sometime soon. But we shot 6.5 Creedmoor, bolt action from a mile. And I didn't bring in my challenge coins, but there's 2 challenge coins you could get. I hit it. Yeah, I was one of the first people to hit it. And then Lola hit it too. So Lola and I. Did
you have to walk it in, or how'd that go?
No, we were going to walk it in because it goes all the way out to a mile, and we were going to start at like 400 or whatever. But everyone was just like, "Oh, let's just go for the mile.
Let's just shoot it." Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I was just spraying and praying.
How did you have the 6.5 perform that far out?
Pretty good.
Pretty well.
It was pretty good. Yeah. They had some instructors. There was like an old Marine dude there that was pretty good. He's a competitive shooter. The gun's pretty good. I think really we got a lot of help from the guys that were there that knew what they were doing. Like when I did it, there was almost no wind whatsoever.
Oh, so that made it way better.
Yeah, and we had like a crazy like holdover and everything that you had to do. So, but I did hit it. Lola hit it. That's awesome. I have never shot that far. That's like a big deal to shoot from that distance and actually hit something. I know people might say it seems like, oh, that'd be easy. It wasn't so easy.
Oh,
I don't.
no.
It would take me a long time to do it without help. Probably like a few weeks. Of trying to. I would definitely have to walk it in, and then
Hank Strange has been on the range for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, because you need someone to spot for you at that distance. Yes. I'm just going to tell you right now, you definitely can't do it on your own. And there's a lot of things that come into play. The wind can change and all kinds of stuff. So that was pretty amazing. Have either one of you guys? Because I mean, I've shot from a mile. I don't know about you.
Furthest I shot was at what was it? Where we at Aries when we shot. What was it? 500. That's the longest I've done.
Oh, when we did the other day. Okay.
Yeah, the one last week or whatever.
Yeah. Don't worry, I won't lord it over you. I've just shot from a mile. I'm pretty much a sniper now.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
What's
here.
Uh-huh.
All you have to do, if you can wink one eye or two eyes, yes or no.
Uh-huh.
Will there be a PSA 50 caliber rated scope?
I don't know. I have no idea. They're coming out with a couple of scopes. I am going to get those guys to come back because there's some details on the scope. I don't think there's any kind of NDA on it. You
better be careful before you say it.
Yeah, I think the scopes are actually being. So, do you guys remember Lucid? Remember Lucid Optics? Yeah, they're building those scopes in collaboration with Lucid. So that's pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, Lucid made some all right stuff. There was never anything that I was like, I have to have that.
But these are pretty cool. Yeah, these are pretty good scopes. So we were using like off the shelf 6.5 Creedmoor from
is the
semi-auto, not bolt action. I said bolt action earlier. Sorry. Go ahead.
You shoot a semi?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that based on an AR-10?
Did it give you a semi?
I think so. Yes, to shoot from a mile. That's awesome, man. I didn't even think I was going to be able to do that.
It would give me a full on, not a semi.
I actually wanted. So it was it's a massive range out there. It's pretty cool. I wanted to stay there shooting. Like long distance to me is a lot of fun. That's very relaxing. You really have to focus. I could do that all day, man.
Mm-hmm.
I could shoot. I don't know, Walter. You seem like you don't really care for shooting long distance too much.
He only makes a 50 cal rifle.
Yeah.
He must hate shooting.
You can't be in a hurry when you're doing that.
No.
Mm-mm. It's not go just 5 minutes, do some shooting, and go home.
Yeah, no. And it's also not cheap. Not shooting at a mile, because not everything's gonna really get you out there.
Well, hopefully your gun is kind of sighted in for a bigger distance. What I was asking you before, that 6.5 gun's based on an AR-10 frame.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Someone was telling me there was someone looking at the ballistics, and he told me that by the time a 6.5 Creedmoor gets all the way out there, it has like a potency of like a 9mm. Which you don't want to get shot by, but it's not like I mean,
it's no 338 Lapua or 50 BMG, but it's still
The pants
it's still no joke.
Yeah, the pants says 6.5 Creedmoor only drops around 1304 Rogans at a mile.
Rogans? Is this like a Joe Rogan? Is that the?
But yeah, you have it's a big holdover that you have to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was holding like off to it was a huge white rectangle standing up, and then there was an orange circle, and you have to hit the orange thing out there, and I was holding like off to the left, the top left of the white rectangle that was way down at a mile. I mean, I couldn't even really. I could see it, but and then the scope, you can't zoom in because obviously it's not going to help you with your holdover. You'll be missing it by a mile. So you have to zoom out, right, in order to even be able to use the reticles and stuff like that. So that was amazing. And then I shot a bunch of other guns that they have over there. So I shot a bunch of AKs. They're making some pretty cool AKs right now. There's a company that
did you shoot the 9mm AK?
Yes, the AKV is awesome. Actually, I have to tell you guys, now I know why everyone is so crazy about the AKV. I've never shot one before.
Yeah, I never have either.
It's a must-have. You're gonna want to have it. Both of you.
If Robsky likes it, then it's good.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. I was shooting. They have a 9mm AR pistol, and I was shooting that, and I liked the AKV way better than the 9mm. It was all right what they had, but that thing's cool, and it uses the same magazine as a Scorpion.
Yes, it does. Well,
so
yes.
And it gets lockback. It gets last round bolt hold open.
Last shot hold open.
Last round. Yeah, last shot hold open. It's really cool, man. I really enjoy that thing. So I know why people are so, because I was like, why are people so crazy about this? It's awesome. I'm going to try to get one. I don't know about you, dudes.
Oh,
I'm going to try to get one.
I need one too, actually, but
yeah,
I gotta get my shekels in line here.
Yeah,
that's exactly. Ugh.
Yeah, there's still. I think depending on what you get, it's like $800-900. I think depending on what.
I need to sell a couple of my unused safe queens. Get rid of some of those.
Yeah, do some trading.
Yep.
Yeah, trading for shekels.
Yeah.
Get some money.
Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Trading for money.
Yeah. I'll roll in some stuff. Of course, when you're shooting at an event like that, that's nothing like actually having an opportunity to test it. But that was pretty cool. But their AKs that they're making, I think, are pretty good. There's a company that they now own called Lead Star. I don't know if anyone's heard of that. It's like a little higher level guns. So a lot of what they're making, Lead Star does it, and it's higher level, and in some cases lighter weight. So like there's some skeletonized stuff. But there was one gun that Lead Star had that was a lot of, not all carbon fiber, but a lot of carbon fiber, very lightweight 9mm pistol. Freaking awesome. I could hold it I can hold the pistol out with one hand and hit these steel targets I was shooting at. That's how lightweight it was. So, yeah, and the AKs, like I said, were cool. The 6.5 Creedmoor, all the stuff they're making is pretty good. And then the next day at PSA, we actually went to the DC Machine Factory where they make this stuff, and I'll get a video on that for you guys as well. Lots of QC, the level of QC that's going into those things. That one factory had about 50 CNC machines.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
No, you don't want that.
No, I want a single 4-axis.
50 machines. That means something is always broken somewhere, needs to be fixed, or something needs to be adjusted. Or
listen, if I have the money for 50 machines, I'll have the money to have an engineer on staff that just fixes them all.
Well,
the time.
you have to have somebody doing maintenance.
You're gonna have to have several. You're gonna have to have several.
Exactly.
They have a lot of people working there. I can't remember. It was a couple of hundred people at that facility on different shifts, and like you guys know. Basically, with PSA, when they come in the morning, they look to see what was selling overnight, and then they build more of those. And then somewhere in the middle of the day, they said all this stuff when they were on the podcast with us several episodes ago. And then during the day, they're like, "Oh, this is selling more," and because that way they're trying to like actually get stuff out there to the people. That's why
you don't want to make stuff that people aren't buying just because you think it's cool.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You make stuff that people want. PSA is always selling something. I mean, something's always on sale.
They're in everything now, man. They're in everything. They got ARs, AKs, all kinds of stuff that they're making over there, man.
Yeah.
And lots of the QC that they do is amazing. They have like lasers that check out things, all kinds of QC stuff. I'll roll that in. There's some stuff that we couldn't show or whatever, but the stuff that I can show you guys when I get a chance to do it is pretty good. They really take their time making all those things. And the barrels, like that DC tool does a lot of barrels. And the
barrel forging machine's really cool.
Yeah, the level that they're going to with the barrels is actually pretty good. I was really impressed by that. I didn't get to see the lowers because what happened is we were driving out there. Lola and I, we were like in my pickup truck, and everyone else was in the bus because we were planning on leaving early to get on the plane to do this Utah trip. And I was like ahead of the bus, and we were on I-26, I think, out in South Carolina. And just right in front of us, I didn't see the accident. There was a massive accident on the highway that morning, and the whole highway got shut down. I think 2 people lost their lives out there. They got decapitated or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, so no one could come off the highway. It was all shut down for like 5 hours.
We had one of those today. I haven't checked it recently.
Oh, in Ocala, I think, right?
Yeah. No, on the north side in Lake City, like just south of Lake City. There was a massive like fire and everything.
Yeah.
Big time accident.
That was pretty horrible, man. People were just like stuck on the highway there. But the worst than whatever we went through, some people got injured. So that like cut the day in half. So I didn't really get to do all that stuff. Then we got back here. We got on a plane, several planes, flew out to Vegas. Then from Vegas, met up with a whole bunch of people. It's like the social summit that Barnauls puts on. Lots of people there. I'll try to go through and tell you guys everyone here that was doing it in a second. But then we all like took a bus, however many hours it is to drive from there, out to Utah. We went to Zion National Park in Utah. And that place is amazing. Yeah. I don't do those things on my own, as anyone who knows me will know. I'm not going to do that stuff on my own. But it's pretty amazing. We actually did this canyoneering thing. So we walked into the like first we took a van out to the canyons. We went in 2 different groups. And then you have to like walk into the canyon. So you're walking up and down hill and all that kind of stuff to get into the canyons for, I don't know, more than 1.5 miles, which seems like really no big deal. But it's in sand. You know,
it makes it even harder. It's twice as
very
hard.
difficult. Yeah, I think I got about 200 yards, and I was like, yeah, I think I should just go back to the van.
Jesus.
But I didn't want to punk out, so I did it. So
you didn't want to be the only puss in the whole thing.
No. Then you have to climb up into the mountains.
As your wife continues on, and you go.
Yeah,
back
Lola did pretty good. Yeah. Cardio is important, by the way. Can I just say, you never know when you would need to use cardio. Cardio is actually, huh?
I said, yup.
Cardio is actually a thing.
You better start getting ready for SEMA then. Better start walking your ass or something.
Yeah, see, if I would have gone to SEMA, first, it might have been. I'm trying to see if I could throw up some pictures here so you guys could see. But we were actually like up in the mountains. You
know, where you went through those little gullies and those. You know, when it rains, those are deadly. You know, they
flash flood real bad.
Oh yeah. You got to make sure when you get out there's no storms coming, or it doesn't rain a couple miles away. The next thing you know, you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna drown.
Yeah, you will die out there. I have to organize all my pictures, but it was intense. So then you climb way up. I don't even know how high. Then you have to what is it? You have to rappel.
Yeah, I saw you guys doing rappelling and whatnot.
Yeah, we did a lot of rappelling. The highest one was about 80 feet.
Yeah.
You had to rappel down that thing. And you're sitting up on a ledge, and this is like the part where I actually freaked out a little. The whole way I thought I was going to die. I was like, I'm going to die. They're going to leave me out here. Coyotes are going to eat me. You know, it's going to be the end. But when we were actually sitting on the ledge watching everyone rappel over this edge, and Lola's trying to do selfies. And that freaked me out. I was like, Lola, if you don't chill out. Because, you know, I don't know if you guys get this too, but I'm not really like so worried about me. You know what I mean? I worry more about Lola and the boys. And
she's not worried about herself at all.
And they act crazy. When we went to the Grand Canyon, they were doing all these crazy selfies. And I was like, okay, you guys have to stop this because I can't watch you do, you know, trying to get the perfect selfie. And people die out at the canyon and,
all
the stuff. So Lola was freaking me out, which she thought was amusing. You know? And then we finally do. I think it's like 10 different rappels. A thing. I don't know. Does anyone here ever rappel?
I love rappelling.
I have.
Oh.
I'm not a huge fan of the climb, but I love the rappel.
Okay. Do you find it easy to do that? Because we didn't have gloves, so the rope was like, you know, you're supposed to put the rope behind you to hold it, like
you
your
should
brake.
have gloves. Make it easier on you.
Yeah. Oh, that was hurting. That was really, really painful.
It's fun when you get to like hang upside down, like head towards the ground.
Yes.
And then that's fun.
That's the thing I couldn't understand because they kept telling me, put your butt out, stick your butt out. I was like, I don't have a butt. What you want me to stick out? What is that? Instead of just saying lean back, because you're actually supposed to just lean back.
That is I think we've talked about this before, but that is the most unnatural, worst feeling on the planet. Well, just like holding the rope and going.
The first step off the edge. First step is not natural.
Yeah, you don't have any faith in that rope, which they're like, listen, you're not gonna fall the rope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I make just a comparison here real quick back to guns and PSA? Yeah. I'm flipping through PSA's website, their sales stuff right now. Could you imagine if I have a SIG MPX? Could you imagine if the SIG MPX, the magazine, instead of costing $50 a piece, only costs $14.99?
Yeah, that's what PSA is selling. The
$14.99. Yeah, and those mags work too. I have them.
Oh, you have those already? Okay,
well,
they look like good
yeah.
mags. Yeah.
For the Scorpion, yeah.
I think it's
have
more
them.
than what my Scorpion has. What's the capacity on those? Because
They're like 32 or 35.
yeah, I don't think
okay.
my Scorpion mags don't go that.
But-
Have you tried any of these PSA ones?
Yeah.
The magazines in the Scorpion, yeah.
You tried it in the Scorpion?
And they run, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did we shoot it in the Scorpion? When did you get these?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much do they run from CZ? Like
I'm
$50, you said?
I'm not sure, but
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that the MPX took that same kind of magazine.
Yeah.
But that's just a little comment I had to make. So.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, that AKV is really, really cool. Now, I'm not trying to say to you that it's better than an MP5, but it is really close.
Oh, well, they're different type of guns. So,
I know, but I really, really liked it, man.
Oh, well,
I
I really like it too. I'd like to get one with a real stock on it, not the brace on it.
Yeah.
And a giggle switch.
Yeah, you can we can SBR it. I'll see. I don't know. Lola throws up the deals when the deals come out, by the way, for PSA.
They go fast when they come up.
Yeah,
man.
it just goes really fast. Yeah. We're trying to get those deals to you guys, but honestly, so it comes and it goes really fast. You have to just really be on the lookout. But and I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to do a review of this thing, because shooting it at something like that doesn't tell you. A whole bunch of people were shooting it before me. There was never any problem with it. So there you go. I think they had two of them out there, but they wouldn't let me dual wield. So apparently there's rules.
You're in range.
You're not just in the woods at your place.
Yeah, it was a really cool range, though, by the way. So if anyone knows Clinton range, the Clinton...
So now you should have took that 9mm carbine and cracked it back and Kentucky windage and do your mile shot.
Yeah, okay. That 9mm is never getting down to that mile.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that 9mm is going to drop, probably. I don't know. Someone out there probably knows better than me.
You have to do some Kentucky windage.
Yeah, I don't even know if Kentucky windage could get it. You're going to have to basically shoot it into the sun.
Yeah.
Here you go. Jerry Mitchell does 1,000 yards with a 9mm revolver.
Okay.
And
of course,
if Jerry can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, so a mile is what, like 1760 yards?
5,280 feet, I think.
Yeah, okay. That's what, like 1,800 yards or something like that, right?
We'll divide that by 3, whatever that works out to be. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, Mitchell can do it. I don't know what kind of editing they used in that video. I have to look at the video. But I believe it's Jerry Mitchell. Okay, I believe it.
Just like to shoot anything.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, we did all this crazy rappelling and spelunking and climbing around rocks and doing all kinds of weird Spider-Man stuff in the rocks. Then here's the crazy thing. Like, to me, I thought, when you've done your last rappel, like there's some donkeys or something that are waiting there for you.
Yeah, haul your ass back out of the canyon.
Yeah, you got to actually walk your own butt out of that place after you're already dying. I don't know if anyone knows this, but they didn't warn me about this, so we had to walk out of there. It took us like a couple of hours just to get out, or at least like, I don't know, it took me some time to get out of there, which my legs were burning.
Did they tell you how many miles you might have done that day?
When I looked at my phone, it told me I did like 3 miles. That felt like 23 miles.
But it wasn't flat land 3 miles.
No, it was up and down sand. There was sand everywhere.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah, it was really, really crazy. I discovered sage. Do you guys know about sage?
The plant? Like the one you use for cooking?
Yeah. Do you guys know about this? Do you guys know the secret of the sage?
Did you roll it and smoke it? What'd you
No, you break off the sage and you roll it in your fingers and you smell it, and it helps open your lungs. Remember, Florida here, I think where I live, it's about 65 miles above sea level. We were like 5,000, 65. Yeah, I'm sorry, 65 feet. 65 miles. We're in space. At 65 feet, where we were at was something like 5,000 plus feet.
Your lungs aren't ready for that.
It whips you so bad. You even if you're halfway fit, you get out that higher altitude and you're like.
It was sufferation, man. I really thought. You know what? You know when's the last time I felt like that? When I did the mud test, and my buddy Yak Yaz made me wear a steel plate, and I thought my heart was gonna explode.
Oh, you're gonna feel like you're gonna die. Yeah.
But the sage helps. This is weird. Like sage, if you like roll it in your fingers and you smell it, it somehow helps. And we were learning about all this crazy, like what to do in the mountains and what you can eat and stuff like that. So we did get out of there. We did like a safari in a Jeep. We did different things that I'm going to share with you guys. I was hanging out with some cool people. Mr. Guns and Gear was there. So that's who posted a picture of me. You know what's funny? Guns and Gear, he also had to do what we had to do. But he very conveniently took pictures of everybody else having to do it.
Well, he was probably one arm on the thing going, click, click.
Oh,
click,
yeah.
click,
Oh,
click,
yeah.
click, click,
Oh,
click.
he was good.
He's in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good. He spent lots of time. Like, oh, these mofos are not making it in the apocalypse.
Make them die.
Yeah. Guns and Gear was really...
though, doesn't it?
Huh?
Like, if shit hit the fan, we would all be so fucked.
He was very nice about it. I just got to tell you that. Everyone was really cool. Everyone supported it. It's like one of those things that when you do it, you're like, oh. And by the way, the guides were really cool because they didn't come down on us. They were like very patient.
Well, because they see that every day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, also they said that if you have to get medevaced out of that place, it's going to be like 20 grand or something.
Oh,
I would rather die. I would rather just leave me there.
Pay the 20 grand to get out.
I'll get out of there eventually.
the wind will carry me away.
Yeah.
The dust of my bones.
Oh,
There's animals
we went
there.
out west. We went to the place where the old I don't know if it's Indian or what it is, where they have the ladders going up to where they have.
Yeah.
Oh, climbing the ladders. You look at the ladders and you go, oh, no problem, man. And it ain't like a regular ladder. It's like going, it's not leaning like this. It's like going up. And I remember Spencer was in front of me, and he's like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. Keep going, Spence. You can't turn around. It's like, oh, yeah. Plus, you're at altitude there, too, so it's like everything's a freaking challenge.
Yeah.
So.
Let me see if I could throw this up on here. I've got video. Let me see. How do I do this video here? I'll do this. So this is video on my phone of me rappelling. I don't know how high this was, but I did not want to rappel down this thing. Let me see if I can speed this up.
Yeah, it's not natural to go backward off of
Yeah, they're like, stick your butt out.
When you're at the bottom and you look up, you're like, oh, that's not that high. But then when you're at the top looking down, you're like, oh my God, I'm on the top of the Empire
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but I'm like,
it's so high.
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad here, but yeah, it was cool. There were lots of people. Guns and Gear was there. I'm trying to think of who else was there. Oh, do you guys remember? Does anyone on IG look at Van Lithia? Does anyone look at?
Let me go check this out here.
Does anyone look? Let's go to
What's
IG.
her name?
Van Lithia.
Van Lithia?
I always say Van Lithia, but if you search
Van V-A-N
Van Lithia, so VANLE.
Van Lithia.
Yeah, Van Lithia. If you look,
Fight me, bro. That's what she says.
Yeah, if you look up her thing here, here's like pictures of her out here. But I'm gonna see. Let me see. She always has cool. She always has cool videos. I've seen her at. Let's see. Here's one of her videos right here.
I'm not finding. Oh,
you're already a fan of hers.
Yeah.
It says you're already subscribed to her.
Yeah, Walter is. Are you talking about me or Walter?
Walter.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. So if anyone never heard of her, go check her out. She's really cool.
Why isn't it popping up when I do it?
She's got 94.3 thousand subs. Holy shit.
Yeah.
VAN Lee.
Man.
Yeah, here's
Hank,
a
we gotta
picture
get
of
them titties.
her. Let me see.
So we
Here's
get
a
them
picture.
subs.
Here's a picture of her and the wild YOLO and Rachel B doing yoga in the canyon. So anyway, she was there. Rachel B was there too. The wild YOLO, Jeep called Yeti was there.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, there was a bunch of other people there. Big Mo Kaysen, who's a barbecue guy. I don't know if anyone knows about Big Mo Kaysen. He was there. Here, I'm going to try to pull up his thing. Let's see if anyone has seen this guy on... So his name is Big Mo Kaysen. So it's BIGMOECASON. And he's been on a bunch of cooking shows. He's been a contestant, barbecuing, and a judge, barbecue judge, and all that stuff. He's been on TV shows. He was there. There was a bunch of people there, man. Tactical Toolbox was there. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember. Lola will have to remind me of all the different people that were there. Maybe I can look.
You guys they brought out a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. There was lots of different people there. Let me see. I'm trying to. The guys from Barnauls was there. Sean from We Like Shooting was there. Aaron was there. The real Dirty Harry Walter that you know was there. Let's see. Adrian was there from Cigars and Guns. By the way,
I saw you smoking your first stogie.
Yes, because I said, guys, if I survive this, I'll smoke a cigar. I'll drink whatever liquor you put in front of me. I didn't really think I was going to get out of there alive. So they
I find that so amusing.
So when we got out of there, we did that. We celebrated, and I'm going to put the full thing. It's like about a 4-minute video of me smoking on a stogie. I think it was they called it a firecracker, but that's all because of Adrian from Cigars and Guns, who we've had on before. There was a guy named Marco out there that's from Overland. I'm trying to remember his hold on, I'll tell you right now. He's like a Jeep guy. He does adventure stuff on his Jeep. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what the Overland X. I'll throw his so Overland X on IG. I'm going to throw that up here for anyone who wants to see who he is. He's got like a really cool Jeep, does lots of Jeep adventure stuff out there. He was out there with us. There's pictures on his IG. Here's some pictures on the bus. I actually posted some video of Thea and everyone else doing a Nerf battle on the bus because it's kind of boring.
I saw that. That was funny.
Yeah, it's kind of boring driving out there, but they were going at it, man. Accidentally hitting the bus driver sometimes, which is not good.
Shit.
That's not a good thing.
Not the right guy.
It's a good thing it was Nerf because people got hit in the face lots of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Lots of times. So, yeah, that was a fun trip. I had
it
a
looked
really
fun.
good time.
No, it looked like a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bricks says Marco rolls with Trail Recon. Yes. Oh, Bricks. Look at Bricks, man. Bricks is into Jeeps. You know, and whoever's into Jeeps, I did throw up a Jeep video on the main Hank Strange channel. I'm also going to put it on Stranger Palooza because, you know, we got to separate all the stuff. And then Walter and I are going to SEMA show. So when we're out at SEMA show, and Walter will be working for me out at SEMA show, I will definitely.
Yeah, the balls I'll do it for you say it.
Walter's going to be posting. Walter's going to be posting some videos out there. I'll give Walter a camera. And let him run around and do his own thing.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You know.
I'll tell a story once again.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I went to SEMA, walking around, I see this gray-colored Volkswagen Beetle. Looked pretty nice, pretty straight up, simple. Mm-hmm. I took his video of it walking around, you know, not thinking anything of it. Not a great video. Mm-hmm. I posted it on.
I think Instagram. It was good. It was good because it was a cool Beetle.
It took off in Mexico and Spanish-speaking places. I swear. Mm-hmm. It was like boom! It was gone. I was like, "Whoa, wow, cool." I guess there's an audience out there I don't know about.
Yeah. There is. For Beetles, that was what was that? Was that what year was that Beetle? Do you remember?
I don't know.
It's the 60s.
Yeah, old school style.
Yeah.
Beetle. Yeah.
Brick says, "I have a Rubicon. Of course I am." Okay, yeah. Marco was really cool, man. He's like an amazing photographer. He's got cool stuff. I think he may be at SEMA, Walter.
Okay.
Also, a Jeep. There's a guy named a Jeep called Yeti. That's who was giving me the tour. The Wild YOLO. They're both Jeep people. They've done some stuff with Barnauls as well. I think they're going to be at SEMA. Who else? Who else is going to be at SEMA? I was inviting Jonathan from Tactical Toolbox. You know, to
see a car guy.
Yeah, he's a car guy. He has a Ram Power Wagon.
What part of the country is he at? Is he like close to SEMA show?
He's in Arizona. Okay. So I think he's going to start a car channel here sometime soon. So
nice. And
you guys know he's really good at figuring this stuff out. So and then he also bought a Honda Civic Type R.
I'm looking at Jeep Called Yeti's Instagram page. Only got 100 posts.
A Jeep Called Yeti.
Yeah.
See which one
I'm looking in the right place, man. I guess. I don't know, man.
Oh, a Jeep. By the way, a Jeep called Yeti is actually building one of those. He's building one of those. It's the Jeep called Yeti. Sorry.
The Jeep. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Jeep. He has like 84,000.
Okay.
Here,
sorry,
I'll show up his. I will throw a thing up here so everyone could see it. And he's actually going to be working. He bought LMT, Walter, I guess you call this thing?
Yeah, a 1078.
Yeah, and he's going to build an RV on that. Let me see if I could find. I know he was showing me somewhere that he has. He had the plans. I don't know. I can't see exactly where it is here. But he's, he builds up lots of different vehicles like that, mostly Jeeps and stuff. But he got one of those big military vehicles, and he's going to turn that into a big RV.
I got one.
Yeah. Red Bear says Sailor needs an Instapage. Yeah. What are you going to see
Hank
on
would
the
walk out the door once in a while, take a picture of his poor deaf dog, and just walk back inside.
What am I going to show? Sailor sleeping. Yeah. Here he
Sailor
is
sleeping. That's all he does.
This is Sailor crying because we're shooting and we won't let him in.
Yeah, and he wants to come in and hunt.
The range. Here he is tearing up something. Yeah, that's out there.
He's a dog.
Yeah. What do you think about the LMT becoming an RV? That's freaking awesome.
That's all right. I mean, it definitely get the job done.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of those overlander, exploration type people that go to other countries, like come over here, they show up with different European trucks like that and drive her all over the place.
Yeah.
Not the most fuel efficient vehicle in the world, but yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure who this came from, but I think this is funny. It's on some news channel somewhere. The title of it was Dems don't want gang databases targeted in red flag laws because they're, quote, often inaccurate. Oh, sorry, I'm throwing you guys off your game here. I'm going back to the politics. It's just
no, it's crazy.
It was too stupid to not
say.
They
want us to comply with that, but they don't want anyone else to.
Gang things those gang databases are just too inaccurate to put on red flag laws.
They said game database?
Gang.
Gang stuff.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's like one of the things I was going to talk about here. Let me see if I can find it. Aaron Carter. They're trying to red flag Aaron. Who knows who Aaron Carter is?
I saw that. What was that about?
So here, I'm going to throw it up. Aaron Carter was like one of those pop singers from back in the day.
Yeah, he was like a kid pop singer, rapper kid.
Right. His brother was in the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, Carter, that's how it is, yeah.
So Aaron Carter, this is from TMZ. Guns could be seized, begs family to leave him alone. Basically, he has a bunch of guns, ARs and stuff like that. And they're trying to get his family's trying to get the guns from him, and they sent the cops out there. But the cops checked him out, and they're like, he's okay. We're not taking his guns. But the family's still pushing it. They want to come back and...
So you know what you do after that? Mm-hmm. You get one of those things called the lawyer.
And tell them,
and go after your family for harassment.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to keep pushing it. He says he's fine. He's not crazy. Richard Hughes gave us $2. He says, Hank, you should start a car channel. I have. It's called Stranger Palooza. Thanks, Richard.
Back to the other dude. That's a prime example why the red flag laws are terrible, because all it's going to take is you to piss off somebody, or not conform to your family's liking.
Yeah. You know what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to Britney Spears him. I don't know if you know this, but Britney Spears, who's like 30-something, has no control. No, she has no control over her own money.
She's had mental issues.
Her family. Okay, let me explain something about...
The thing here, though, is that's the same thing that 2 years from now you might be saying about Aaron Carter. Oh, but he has mental issues.
Yeah, well, that's what they're trying to do to him.
Like her shaving her head, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Well, I could tell you...
they were looking to drug test her to take her kids away or something.
Oh, take all her hair off?
Yeah, so she was like, can't do it now.
Yeah,
but there's other hair in the body too. So.
Yeah, look, when I was, one of the places I worked in New York was a place called Leaving Home for Adults, which I think doesn't exist anymore, and it was a halfway house for Creedmoor, which was the biggest mental institution. But lots of people at that home, they were put there because they had money, and their families figured out that they can control their money by declaring them mentally unfit to be responsible for themselves. And whether, it may be true, it may be 100% true that they're mentally unfit, but once they got declared that, their families basically just sucked the well dry of all their money and left them in a nut house. And that's one of the things that, imagine, Britney Spears has a gig in Vegas where she has to go, like, put on a show 2-3 times a day, and she's making money, and she can't do whatever she wants to with her money. Imagine that, So any one of us could go that route. I'm not saying they're not crazy. I'm just trying to say, Walter, one day me and Patrick might decide we want your guns.
Shit, I don't want his guns. I want his facility where I can make more guns.
We want the laser. We want the laser.
Yeah.
Give me a laser.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have it as long as you pay for it. What the hell?
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
By the way, I know
that goes.
Yeah, I know lots of people that do that kind of thing, man. They get power of attorney, so yeah. Anyway, so that's one of the things with the red flag laws that sucks. That's terrible.
Can I change? Can I just throw you guys a curveball real fast?
Yeah.
We got 10 minutes left. Check what I posted. The latest thing that I posted in the chat. I want you guys to give me your opinion on this.
About
what is
KFC
it?
and
KFC. Did you see the sandwich they're testing out?
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that.
Were you really? KFC is testing out a fried chicken and donut sandwich for limited time in select stores.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Let me throw it up here on the screen.
Writing for that thing or something or what? No.
Here, I'll throw it up. KFC is testing some kind of chicken and donut sandwich, and we're ready for it. This is from CNN. In case you missed it, America has been kind of obsessed with chicken sandwiches lately, but KFC's iteration may be taking a bit too far, or maybe not. KFC announced it will be testing a new combination of fried chicken and glazed donuts beginning September 16th. A move that is either genius or insane. Yeah.
It would just fall apart in your hands, man.
Yeah. That actually sounds... I would try it. I would try it.
You watched the Boondocks, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Lucifer episode?
I don't know.
Where the sandwich that he called the... Wait, shit, was it called the Lucifer? Shit, hold on.
I can't remember.
All right.
So hold on. Customers have two options: a chicken and donut basket meal for $5.49, which includes chicken tenders or boned chicken plus a donut, or a chicken sandwich for $5.99, featuring a fried chicken patty between two donut buns.
That looks like
the much more exciting option. I would go for that. And if you just want the donut, you can add one to any meal for $1.
You know what it's like? Chicken and waffles without the waffle, you just get a donut. So you get that sweet and savory.
Yeah, chicken and waffles don't make no damn sense. Chicken and donuts, that makes more sense to me.
Chicken and waffles.
That thing looks like a Krispy Kreme, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does look like a Krispy Kreme, actually.
I don't want to mix my Krispy Kreme donut with no damn piece of chicken.
The Luther burger, that's what
Separate.
it is. The Luther burger.
The Luth, okay.
You remember that episode where he made the Luther burger?
I think
it's like a quarter pound of beef, two donuts, bacon, cheese.
What the hell?
Okay. Yeah.
Goes on should go watch the Boondocks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Boondocks.
Who out there? Let us know. Who would try it? I would at least try it one time. I'm not trying chicken and waffles. I'm not trying that. But
Retired Ed says KFC should be red flagged for that.
That's called donut abuse. I'm abusing my Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain Bear says like chicken and waffles, but for cops. Yeah. The Juice says, I didn't know this. The Juice says Krispy Kreme hamburger's been around for 10 years. But they don't do that with donuts.
Yeah, it's been around, but it's not, you can't, you don't go to Krispy Kreme and get it. You have to, like, get it yourself.
Oh, Matt Morrison says you just go there and get the parts? What are you saying?
You have to, like, make your own burger and then go get the donuts and, like, make it. I'm guessing. I don't think anybody actually, there are probably some, like, burger joints that make it, but it's not, it's like a specialty thing. Okay. You don't go to Krispy Kreme and say, I'll have one of your finest burgers, please. And they give you a hamburger.
Yeah. Matt Morrison says chicken and waffles are phenomenal.
Oh, so good. Doesn't love sweet and savory mixed together.
Yeah. Our Archangel chimes in on that one. Rocky Mountain Bear says this conversation belongs in Pulp Fiction. Let's see. And John Voorhees says chicken and waffles comes from Belgium. No, American waffles are not like Belgium waffles.
Totally sub.
The Belgians have the best waffles. I'm just gonna say this right now. When I've been to what?
Belgium.
Yeah,
You're making
a bunch of times.
It sounds like
Brussels.
you're making a Kanye statement right now.
Well, I've been to Brussels a lot. I've been to Brussels in my life. I've been there literally for like a day or 2 days, but I've been there like maybe 10, 12 times in my life.
It was a man from Brussels, 6'4" and full of muscles.
Yeah. But the Belgian waffles, okay, it's a little bit different. It's like they make the waffle and they soak it in some kind of syrup that of their own design, and then it gets chilled in the fridge. So when you eat it, it's like cold. That's a real not like you go to a restaurant here and they give you Belgian waffles, but it's not cold and it doesn't have the syrup like soaked in the way you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
So.
Hank and Babyface, scroll down from that article and go down to the Chinese woman who swallowed a 6-inch straw, a 6-inch spoon.
Oh wait,
drunk woman swallowed 6-inch spoon and forgot. How do you forget?
That is a skillful lady.
I would like to meet her.
or a drunkard, a highly drunk person.
Walter, what? Walter is not even looking at the story. He's looking at a completely different thing.
No, I'm looking at the story. It says drunk woman swallowed 6-inch spoon. I'm like, and then right below that's the guy with the horn, which was on Fox News.
Right.
Oh, I see that. What the hell is wrong with that man's head?
He has some growth coming out of his head, man.
Jesus.
That was on Fox.
Podcast turned weird real fast. We should get some Florida Man. We've done a Florida Man.
Oh yeah, let's see. Florida Man. What Florida Man stuff do we have here?
Okay,
I thought I had some Florida Man news before. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Where's the Florida?
Yeah, yeah, we got this one. I see the one that you were gonna post up.
Yeah. Okay. Should we? Okay, let's throw this up here.
Let's
see. Let's throw this up here. Florida man and woman have sex in back of police car after getting arrested for DUI. And by the way, I don't think they were in Florida. It says it's one thing to get frisked by the police when getting arrested, and it's another to get frisky after getting detained.
No.
That's exactly what a man and woman did in the back of a sheriff's deputy car in Florida. Oh, in Florida.
Nassau County.
Yeah, Nassau. Okay, I was thinking Nassau County, Long Island, but I guess it's in Nassau County, Florida.
Why would it be Florida Man then?
I don't know.
It'd be Nassau Man.
Maybe it was Florida Man in Long Island.
Long Island
Man.
That's a bad combination. So anyway, they got arrested for driving under influence, according to Nassau County Sheriff's Office. The Miami Herald reported that a Nassau County deputy witnessed Aaron Thomas, 31, and Megan Bandarno, 35, riding their bikes with no lights down the middle of South Fletcher Avenue, A1A highway. Of course, that's Florida. That's not Long Island. In Fernandina Beach. Another vehicle almost clipped both of them, and that's when the deputy pulled them over, according to the police report. The deputy said both Thomas and Mondararo smelled of alcohol.
This Revenant wants to know if the cops let him finish.
Yeah, so listen. Okay, hold on. They both smelled of alcohol and had bloodshot eyes, so he put them in the back of his patrol car. That's when they began getting randy. This is a quote. He says, "While I was outside my patrol vehicle, Megan and Aaron took their clothes off and started to have sex."
God.
The deputy said, like in a police car? That's nasty.
God, can you imagine the nasty that's back there?
Yeah, come on. That's disgusting. When I opened the door to stop them, Aaron was naked and Megan had her pants down. As Thomas was getting pulled from the car, he slipped from the deputy's grasp and took off.
Yeah.
He took off running through a nearby parking lot. Law enforcement later found him hiding behind a Cold Stone Creamery.
Cold Stone calls the cops. There's a naked man behind the building.
They charged him with theft for taking the handcuffs with him.
That's not even right.
So that's like anything they can get him on, they got him for that. Stealing handcuffs.
Screw it with him.
Let me see how this chick's not even that. I don't know. She's not that. I don't think.
Oh, there's another picture of her. She's got scabs all over her face.
Yeah, she's a meth
You gonna die. You gonna die.
Yeah, the picture I saw was not this clean. She had scabs all over her face. Yeah.
Are you ready for this one? Florida man accidentally solves decades-old missing persons case.
Oh, the car in the lake?
Most people use Google. Yeah, he found a car in a lake on Google Earth, and I guess the person was missing, and they found the body.
But look, did you see the picture of where the car was?
He realize that's
How did he get back there? Was there a time when there was no houses there and he drove into the window?
Yeah, this is Palm Beach County, so probably.
Yeah.
But man, this guy must have eagle eyes, because I'd be like, oh, what's that? Okay, I don't really care. On to the next thing.
Well, yeah, it's clearly visible. I mean, it's people find all kinds of stuff like aircraft and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just
when a man attempts to outrun police helicopter and stolen golf cart.
Oh my God.
That's gonna end well for you.
He was definitely on meth. I don't know how you think you're getting away from a helicopter on a golf cart, but I guess anything's possible.
Go ahead, sorry, Walter.
On a it's 9 o'clock, but on the last positive note, I want to shout out our friend Trey from Aries. He's been collecting and running supplies to the Bahamas. So.
Yeah, yes. I've seen that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So he wants to do his second trip, but it's very expensive. Gas money wise to get out there. I think it costs like $2,000 to go and come back. From the airport in Titusville, it's right over there by Knight's Armament where they have the aircraft collection over there, museum. They've been flying their DC-3 over there, taking supplies over. So yeah, I think he's using a boat, if I'm not mistaken. Using a boat, yeah. Let me see.
It's like 2 or 3 hours there and 2 or 3 hours back, something like that, on the water. Yeah. That's a hell of a day trip.
Right. So I've got a post that's on IG. It's also on it's in a bunch of different places on Facebook. You can hit me up if you want the link. I think he's just trying to get money to help him out. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to try to get him to come on this week. I think he's leaving at the end of the week. So we gotta look into that. I don't know. Oh, okay. Tomorrow we've got Accutech coming on, the guys that made that AK. Nice. That bull barrel AK that we have. So we have them coming on. I'm going to try to get Trey to come on. And let me know. I have to check and make sure that link is still working because I did a bit.ly because it was so long. Mm-hmm. But if there's some kind of issue with that, let me know and I'll get the new one and send it out to you guys. It's pretty crazy over there from what he says. And the government's not really helping people out, so...
well, yeah. It's funny. Well, it's not funny, but the Bahamas, tourist place. I'm sure they get lots of taxes on the tourists, but when stuff like this happens, where's the money?
I think everything falls apart, right? Because it becomes every man for themselves, and it's pretty bad over there. They got lucky that they didn't get hit with a second storm. I think half of the islands are down, but if they get hit with another one, so. Rocky Mountain Bear, I don't know if this is going to help anyone, but Rocky Mountain Bear says, caught behind Coldstone looking for his genitals, they had fallen off. Why? Why would you do it, dude? Why would you do it?
I just posted, when the cop cars are rocking, don't come knocking.
So crazy. That cop, I would have just left him back there.
But then what do you have to? You got to clean up even more afterwards.
Just hose it down.
Speaking of that, this is kind of not related, but related. Supposedly back in the old days, in old time, when during World War II, when the Germans were coming to get someone, arrest them or pick them up or whatever, if that was going on, the Germans always let them finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that some kind of German law? We're going to gas you, but we'll let you handle your business.
We'll let you at least get one last good time in.
Let them get their knocking done, and then we'll go take them to the camp.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, listen, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to give these guys a chance to tell us how you can get in touch with them. Mr. Babyface P, YouTube mogul extraordinaire. How can the folks keep in touch with you out there?
YouTube.com/babyfaceP, baby_faceP on Instagram, or if you want to catch me on Facebook, it's babyfaceP.com. That'll take you straight to my Facebook. Beyond that, I do have a project in the works. I'm waiting for everything to come together and to finish filming and some testing. So it's going to be another week or two and we'll have it done. Yeah.
You have to do a video about hitting 1,000 subscribers. You got to do that.
I do. That's true. No. That's true. I got to do that.
You got to thank the people. Thank the people.
Yeah, we got to do that and give away a T-shirt and do that. So I'll do that tomorrow, I guess.
You do proper etiquette, proper form.
Yep.
Yes, Walt.
Yep.
What's up?
Speaking of projects, Sega.
Yeah.
Sega.
Dang, I can't believe I keep forgetting. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, there's a Sega project that has to be done. A
Yeah,
dual Sega project.
Working on it right now. I'm gonna Google it and have it over to you tonight.
Yeah, dual Sega project that needs to be done.
Keep forgetting.
Yeah. Okay, Walter, how can the people follow you, Walter? Keep up with Safety Harbor Firearms?
Well, they can come over to the interweb and check me out on safetyharborfarm.com, or they can call the shop, or you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, Safety Harbor Firearms. I think both those. All that means is Safety Harbor Firearms, all one word. Yeah, that's the basic way you can do it. Or you can check me out here on Lifestyles of Locked and Loaded with Hank Strange.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I want to thank you guys for being so patient. Shout out to everyone who watched the previous things, the previous podcasts that we've done. We're also we're on iTunes and all those places you can get the audio download and all of that. If you want to support us, you go to Patreon. Let me see here. Let me drop the end before I forget. Boom, I'll drop it there on you. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, ring the bell so you can be notified. Hit us up if you're watching this later. Leave a comment, all that kind of good stuff. We are out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Any final comments, dudes, before I hit it?
Bye. See you guys later.
We're out. Peace.